Students at Sir Winston Churchill Secondary are celebrating today, but not because it's the end of the school year. No, the school is unveiling their newly renovated tech design shop made possible by Lowe's hardware.
It was called the Lowe's Toolbox for Education, and we just decided that we would write the grant with the students to see what would happen, and we prepared that grant in about 3 days. Had the input from the students, myself, and we submitted that back then. And then around, I think it was just after Christmas, we received notice that we did receive the grant, and then we got the ball rolling from there. This has opened up a lot more space for the grade 9s, so this space was actually designed for the grade 9s to be able to come in here and construct their prototypes.
And the students were actually involved in designing and renovating this. Can you walk me through what that process was like?
At the beginning, when we received the grant, we started designing the layout of this, the floor plans, and the students used renovate, which is an architectural program, to design the floor plans, and then from there they made some 3D models of this space to see what it would look like. And then if you look over here, you can see some of the renderings of that 3D space.
What was this grant used for?
The grant was used for a lot of the materials. As you see here, the cabinets were constructed with the grant, the floor was refinished with the grant money, and all the tools that you see here, like the new machinery, the drill press, and the scroll saw, and all these hand tools here were purchased with that grant money.
What are your thoughts on today?
I think the shop that they've put together here is beautiful, and I can tell you that Lowe's as an organization is proud to be able to participate in community events such as this. As the assistant store manager in our store in the Niagara Falls, it's been just our distinct pleasure to be able to help out here, and I know Lowe's as a company and Skills Canada, it's just our pleasure to be able to do that as well. So,
how important do you think this is to the school?
I think it's very important because it's a nice space to work in. Obviously not all students take this program, but I think for the students that do and want to work in an environment like this later on, I think it's very beneficial for them.
And you're also going to be going on to work in an environment similar to this, so how has this benefited you?
It gets me used to it so far, so when I go into university or college, it won't be anything new to me, and it will be like home, basically.
This quadcopter is one of the things that came out of this shop. Can you tell me how it all came together?
Well, I've been interested in quadcopters and helicopters for a long time, and I had decided to build one as a final tech project, and then I found out the studio wanted one, so I built it for the studio. They paid for it, and then I continued working on it as part of a co-op with the studio in the second semester.
And how does it feel seeing the renovations all completed?
It's very rewarding. I mean, if you were to look at the before pictures, this was a sort of a metalworking space that wasn't really utilized that well, and it was very dark. We had large hoods here, and it really couldn't be used. And after this renovation was completed, it just opened up the whole space and made the actual shop look much bigger than it is. So it was very rewarding to see that.
Everyone is looking forward to what these students will create out of this shop now that the renovations are complete. In St. Catharines, reporting for The Source, I'm Brendan Sylvia.